Hello, everybody. Welcome to History 120, WLS 1 for fall 2019. The LS standing for late start. So we are, those of you that are taking 16-week courses, you're 2 weeks into classes, and you got 14 weeks left in the semester. So with the late start class, we start 2 weeks late and condense that 16 weeks worth of material and condense it down into 14 weeks, and works out pretty well, and I've had a good experience with it. Just need to make sure you stay on top of things because the workload isn't reduced. We're doing the same amount of work, just in 2 weeks less time, but manageable. I'm David Stone, and I'm your instructor for the course. And I apologize for the glare off my glasses. I'm not a video expert by any means, and I'm not necessarily a technical dinosaur, but I am not the most sophisticated technologically either. So bear with me. And one of the things I'm trying to do more in my online courses is to utilize more video to give it more of a personal element. I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. Just a quick hello, making this the night video the night before the course goes live, which is Friday, August 30th. So I'll probably be putting up some information and announcements, either text or video, in the next few days, kind of updating some of the things. But I just wanted those of you that were checking in early to have a face to go with the course, a face to go with the instructor, and see there's an actual person behind the screen and doing some of this stuff. I've been teaching online courses for several semesters now for OTC. My full-time job, I am the social studies instructor for the middle college program, which is housed on the OTC campus. I actually work for Springfield Public Schools, but I work full-time on the OTC campus. There's a good chance I may have seen some of you around campus. My classroom's down on the first floor of Lincoln Hall in room 122. And again, we'll talk more about that later. But I enjoy doing the online courses. When I started a couple years ago, I wasn't sure, because one of the things I really enjoy about teaching is the personal interactions. But I found that there are ways to achieve that online as well. And I've also found that there's some things that online allows me to do that aren't quite as feasible in a seated section. And I just really thoroughly enjoyed working with online classes and doing these. And like I said, it's been several semesters now that I've been doing it. My wife, Krista, is also an educator. She teaches ESL and NICSA. She used to teach years ago 6th grade social studies, so we have a great level of social studies in our house. In history, we have 2 sons. The oldest is 9, and the youngest will be 8 in October. So they're in 4th and 2nd grade, and you'll probably hear or read about them quite a bit through the course. And there's a good chance in one of these videos they'll pop in. They probably would now, but they've gone to bed. So, but Jack and Jimmy, you'll hear about them quite a bit. Glancing down at my notes here, so pardon me again. I'm not a media expert. Probably benefit from taking an EMP class just to get a little better at this sub aspect of the course. One thing I'll mention, the textbook. You do need to buy the textbook. We'll use it. I'll address that more later, the resources I use and everything. If you buy it at the OTC bookstore, which I know technically you're supposed to do, that will come with an access code. I don't have Launchpad set up yet. I will work on that. Hopefully have that up by sometime next week and functional. I don't make any assignments that require you to use Launchpad. But a lot of students find the resources that come with Launchpad to be useful to reinforce what they're learning in class and to prepare for quizzes and exams. So I'll get that ready for those of you that would like to do that, and I'll let you know when it's all set up and what you need to do. The syllabus for the course is up. The course actually goes live or becomes active on Friday, August 30th, as I said later. And so the syllabus will be up there, and I have gone through and made the necessary revisions. The one exception is the course outline. The course outline is there. I just haven't gone in and put the dates for each of the modules. I want to try to get to that over the weekend and have that updated by the time the class actually begins on Tuesday. So if you don't see this until Tuesday, don't panic. But some people I know will be getting in there and getting a head start on things, and that's always great. So I wanted to just get this up for them and fill in a few things that they might have questions about. There will be an icebreaker assignment that will be up. If it's not up on Friday, I'll have it up sometime over the weekend. And I'm going to try something a little different with that. And what I would like to do is to have you, instead of typing your responses, to do a video and respond to the icebreaker in the form of a video and post that on the discussion board. I know a lot of you are pretty tech savvy. You can probably figure that out pretty easily. If it's a problem, if you don't have a camera that allows you to do that or the technology that allows you to do that, I'll accept the text responses. And I'll talk more about that either in the directions to the assignment or another video. But would like everybody to do a video post for the icebreaker activity. That way we see the faces of everybody in the class. One of the benefits of doing that is if everybody does it, my understanding is correct, I can count that as our proctored event and we won't have to deal with that. So more to come about that probably over the weekend. Like I said, I'll get the modules updated, the module 1 material updated over the weekend as well. I've got things, this is the third time I've done this course online, so I've got things pretty much where I like them. There's a few small tweaks I want to make here and there, and I need to go back and revisit that. So I'll try to do that and have everything up over the weekend. I won't open up the first, beyond the icebreaker, the first assignment, until at the earliest Tuesday of next week when the course actually begins. I will have to try to have all the material up on Canvas before then, so you can be looking through that if you want to get ahead. And again, if you're just looking at this on Tuesday, don't panic. But I'll try to have it up if you want to get ahead. But I'm not going to put any assignments up because I want you to take your time and to look at and digest the material. Last of all, History 120, the content for the course is we begin with First Americans, and we work our way all the way up to the Civil War. Probably my favorite period and topics in history fall in this area. A lot of stuff that's going on in this time period that we cover directly connected to issues that are still relevant and pertinent in our society today and still have a very direct impact. And I think understanding the history of those things will help you to understand better where we're at in our society today. And I'll talk more about that as we go through the course. That connects a lot to my philosophy about history and why it's important. Like I said, I'll be continuing to kind of get things up over the weekend. So if you check in early, check back to see if there's any changes. Again, trying to use more technology, video. There's a texting application that I may try to use to communicate with you as well, so you're aware of what's going on in the course. I'll keep you updated on all those things, but I'm really excited about the course. I'm really excited to have everybody in it. The last time I looked over today, there were 24, so I think there was one seat left that may have been filled by now. I haven't looked. But I'm excited it's full class, and I'm looking forward to the next 14 weeks with everybody and covering some exciting material in history. And one last thing I would mention, I told you a little bit about myself, but if you want to know more, I encourage you to read my instructor bio page, which has a little more detailed information about me and my background. So again, looking forward to a great semester, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.